I haven't actually seen any of the other adaptations, so I like our one. Thumbs up.
Miss Woodhouse! You will never guess what has happened. Robert Martin has offered me his hand.
What do you think would surprise Jane Austen the most about modern dating life and dating apps?
Well, I mean, she would be horrified. Just like me.
How fast it all is.
Yeah.
How, quick. Johnny was saying earlier, and it's a really valid point, that when people used to go and visit other people, they would stay for a month. It wasn't a 20-minute coffee. It was a long, extended period of time where they would get to know each other, and things took their time, and it was more romantic and potentially more thought out rather than just kind of swiping on your phone and being done with it.
Probably dating apps.
Tinder, yeah.
Yeah. I think she'd have a hard time wrapping her head around that.
How quick it is, the speed at which people make decisions now.
Well, how about everything? I would think everything. The fact that you were allowed to be intimate with anyone, wherever they came from.
Yeah,
Love.
the poetry of it is dwindled.
Mr. Knightley.
This is your doing. She is the natural daughter of nobody knows who. Upon my word.
Why are Jane Austen stories always relevant, and do you have a favorite film adaptation?
I haven't actually seen any of the other adaptations, so I like our one. Thumbs up. I think she wrote about characters in such an interesting way where they really are multidimensional, and I think everybody knows an Emma or has a little bit of Emma inside of them and can kind of, put people of their own life into these stories. And I think her writing is so witty that there's never really a bad time for a brilliant romantic comedy.
I think great writing can be interpreted endlessly for years, just like Shakespeare. And Jane Austen is up there with Shakespeare. So you can modernize, like Clueless, I think also is a brilliant adaptation of Emma, because I think that they understood the friendship dynamics and the social dynamics, and they also, I think, understood that that Emma is a comedy. And so they pushed that comedy and put it in a modern setting, and I thought that was incredible.
I don't have a favorite film adaptation, but I think they're always relevant because great writers manage to universalize their own experience for their generation and other generations. And I think if they are any good, if they are great, as is Jane Austen, then it becomes timeless.
Whatever you say always comes to pass.
Mr. Elton, Miss Harriet Smith. He's in love with you.
Who can think of Miss Smith when Miss Woodhouse is near?
Oh, Mr. Elton!
Oh, dear.
And when I saw the yellow dress on the poster, I couldn't help but think of Cher's checkered yellow outfit from Clueless. Did you draw any sort of inspiration from Alicia Silverstone or Paul Rudd's performances in that film, in Clueless, when working on this?
Weirdly enough, I kind of went the opposite way, because I do actually want to go back and say that I watched Clueless a lot at the beginning because it felt removed enough that, I couldn't really put Cher into this world. It had to be my own version. But I think Cher is actually a lot more potentially likeable than our Emma at the beginning.
I don't know, it's not for me to say, but I think you were really brave in the way you played Emma, because you do love her, as the audience watching you play her, but also you've really gone for that kind of ruthlessness in her wholeheartedly.
Thanks,
which is
man.
why you're a brilliant actor.
No. Thanks.
She always declares that she will never marry,
I have no thoughts of matrimony at present.
which of course means just nothing at all.
You must never leave me, Emma. Good heavens, have I missed the party?
He spent a whole day going to London just to get his hair cut. He's a trifling, silly fop.
I'm from Denmark, and I know you've worked with the Danish director, Lone Scherfig. How do you think Emma would be different if it was set in Denmark? Do you have any idea?
Oh, set in Denmark?
Yes.
I I don't know. Maybe they would be slightly more progressive than we are, I think. I think they'd probably be slightly more advanced in terms of sophistication and in terms of personal relations, I think. Am I on Danish television?
Yes.
Please, hello Lona. Hello Lona Sheffick. I love you and I look forward to seeing you in Dublin.
Emma, they're here!
With whom will you dance?
Mother, you must sample the tart.